Hey guys, Alessio, and welcome to this video. Now, in this video, first of all, I want to bring your attention to a market that many people are not watching right now. Let's take a look at it. This is my new weather map, if you want to call it that. So we're putting basically the chart of the German DAX. Now, why are we looking at the German DAX? Why not the stock market in the US? Why not, for example, the UK market? Because the German DAX actually is showing to us something interesting that I think is going to be very useful, and actually you might like what I'm going to actually show you. By the way, the German DAX is also a good representation of the European markets too. Notice where the German DAX has come to. So we've seen this very nice rally, very nice upward move in the German market, the German stock markets. But look where the German DAX has just hit, the 200 moving average. See this green line right there? Key level of resistance. And as we can see there, hit that level and has pulled back. Now, here's what I think is going to happen. By the way, as you can see here, the Elliott wave on this picture, as shown to us by our own LT Elliott waves indicator, shown to us we could be dealing with an ABC correction. So I see this entire rally as a corrective rally, not a brand new uptrend. I think it's a corrective rally, what we're dealing with here. And that means this. If we just go to the next chart, guys, I think that if the German DAX, if it closes below that trend line, that channel you see running through here, this is two green line, this channel here, if the German DAX breaks that trend line, which is, I think is about that level here, now if it breaks that, we might see a little bit of a bounce, temporary bounce, but I think eventually we could see the German DAX rolling over in the next few weeks, potentially the next couple of months, and then heading back towards the December lows. So it's going to be a very interesting situation. Watch this chart closely, because I think eventually we're going to have this market rolling over and dying towards the lows. And just last chart, I want to show you the wave count. I believe the German DAX is in a long-term downtrend, and what we're dealing with here, this entire rally that you see here, is a wave 4 correction, wave 4 ABC correction, and I think eventually we're going to see this wave 5 move lower towards the lows of December. So guys, bring your umbrellas. The German DAX is going to start bleeding like a pig, essentially, put it that way. So I think the German DAX is eventually going to roll over and head south towards the lows and complete that probable wave 5. Very interesting situation there. Now, before we finish this chart, before we finish this video, I want to first of all mention one other market. All right, guys. So in this video, in this section of the video, I want to talk about one of my other favorites markets is Bitcoin. Now, as you can see here on this this format, I'm showing you Bitcoin. Now, Bitcoin has had a nice bit of a rally in the last couple of months, but here's the problem. Here's what many folks are probably missing about this. Yes, it's been a nice little bit of a upward momentum, upward move on Bitcoin. Not so much of a rally, I would call it, but again, nonetheless, it's not been bad. There is only one problem, which is shown to you on the bottom. So guys, if we just have me back again, just want to show you something. If you just look underneath here, this is the volume. But there's something wrong with the volume picture, which is that Bitcoin has been going up on below average volume. Notice this black line running through my volume chart here. This black line is the 50 moving average on Bitcoin, and essentially, 50 moving average in the volume of Bitcoin. And if we just zoom in on that chart, basically what's happening, guys, is that yes, Bitcoin has been going up, but it's going up on below average volume. The volume has been below its 50-period moving average, which is not a healthy sign. It's not a healthy sign you want to see on upward momentum. When you see price moving higher with upward momentum, you want to see it being accompanied with above average volume, above average buying volume. And so far, we're not seeing that. This is a sign of weakness. This is a sign that maybe this rally is running on fumes, and there's not much conviction behind this. Now, I should say, there is some evidence that suggests that rallies can start on below average volume. That can happen, but nonetheless, the fact that there's below average volume on this upward move on Bitcoin puts the balance of probabilities that this is more of a corrective rally, not an impulsive rally, a corrective rally. And I've been saying this before, I believe this movement on Bitcoin is a correction on Bitcoin, potentially a wave 4 type correction, rather than an uptrend. I don't think this is actually an uptrend on Bitcoin as we're seeing here. And that means potentially in the next few months, we could see a retest of the previous lows, maybe the lows of January or December. All right, guys, and of course, we'll cover that in a separate video. Guys, I hope this video has helped, and if it has, please give it a thumbs up, and also please subscribe for future videos. Make sure you hit that like button. Thanks a lot, guys. Bye now.